Who gives Haley to marry Keith today?
We do.
Thank you. You may be seated.
All right.
You look so good.
You good?
I'm good.
You'll be able to hear our grandmas too talking.
George Burns once said that the secret to a good sermon is have a good beginning, a good ending, and have the two of them as close together as possible. I believe that applies to a wedding ceremony as well. So with that, there's a phrase that pilots use. It's called CAVU, C-A-V-U. It stands for Ceiling and Visibility Unlimited. It's a clear day. They enjoy clear days. George Bush, a naval pilot in World War II, used this as a way that he went through his life. He used this as a way he goes through life. And I think you can apply that to marriage as well too. Your ceiling is unlimited. The both of you have the rest of your lives to enjoy together and take this marriage to great heights. Your visibility is unlimited. You're doing that today by in front of your friends and family here, showing this is a visible sign of your love for one another, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You can continue this in the future by making this visible for the rest of your lives. Today is the day that Keith and Haley will formally and publicly make their promises to one another. Although this indeed is a high point, marriage is a journey, not a destination. Marriage is more than one single promise. It's a series of decisions that have been made over and over again every day that show each other their care and concern for one another, for the one that they love most in the world. Megan McLaughlin, a writer for Vogue and other magazines, said, "A successful marriage, it requires falling in love many times, always with the same person." Since I've known Haley, or Harley as I used to call her, for a long time, please allow me to say a few words that I've personally observed about her. Haley and my daughter have been close friends since kindergarten. When I would chaperone on field trips, it was great to have Haley on my team, in my group, because she watched out for all the other girls and helped me to keep everybody in line. Keith, if you both decide someday to have children, I think she'd make a great mom.
Agreed.
Haley, you're the first one in the group of four that grew up together that is getting married. I know you've had a lot of challenges and a lot of roadblocks here, but this day is finally here. So,
Yes, it is.
Haley and Keith have prepared a brief writing about what they liked most about each other. When Haley met Keith for their first date on October 7th, 2016, she felt the spark instantly. She was captivated by his bright, warm smile, his piercing green eyes. The conversation flowed easily, and 4 years later, her cheeks are still the best kind of sore from all the shared laughter. They built their own Brady Bunch family, bringing together their dogs, Frank and Harper, who are inseparable. Haley enjoys watching Keith rile the dogs up minutes before bedtime and admires his strong and gentle heart. He always makes sure the dogs get equal amounts of pets and belly rubs before they go to sleep. Haley's found her soulmate in Keith and can't wait to embark upon their new adventure together. Keith knew from day one that Haley was special. She took the bull by the horns and set up dates 1 and 2.
Take full credit for that.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Keith loved the persistence and personality that was immediately apparent with Haley. He also fell in love with her sense of humor, how easily she made everything, and her dog Harper. Spending the last few years together has amplified this love a millionfold. He loves the quiet mornings with her and regularly beating her in Uno at night, ignoring that he loses it to everything else with her. He can't wait to spend the rest of his life with the beautiful Haley Elizabeth. Now the couple has prepared their own vows.
Ooh.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. That they'd like to say to one another.
Use the nice paper.
Did you not?
I did.
Can I hold my hand?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Dear Bay,
Oh,
Keith, you look incredible. It has taken a lot of planning and replanning to get us to this day, and it looks a heck of a lot different than we originally imagined. But today, standing here beside you, with our families, I could not dream of a more perfect day to become your wife. And before we met, I was at a point in my life where I thought I needed to figure out who I was and what I wanted. Sorry. Then you walked into my life, and all those thoughts disappeared. I want the adventure of running through the streets of Pittsburgh, searching for the New Year's fireworks. The laughter that hits so deep in the core, the tears won't stop rolling. I want the warm nights spent searching the sky for shooting stars, and the quiet nights spent curled up with our dogs, watching The Office on loop. You and our family we have created is exactly what I wanted. I admire your positivity and the ability to make light of any situation. You have such a strong sense of self and a heart that continues to prove time and time again that I am the luckiest woman in the world. I mean, you let me talk out every single thought in my head at least 3 or 4 times
at least.
until I work it out and get it exactly right. You are patient and always know how to ease my racing mind. These last few months have taught me quite a bit. I have learned how strong we are as a couple, and too much together time is never enough. I have learned to embrace what truly matters most in life, and that it is okay when things don't go as planned. Sorry. I have also realized how important it is to take a moment to appreciate the good, like a new privacy fence, for example. You are my rock, my best friend, and the best poodle dad a pood could ask for.
Yeah.
I love you with all my heart. As I write these vows, I see them not only as promises, but privileges. I get to laugh with you and cry with you, care for you and share with you. I get to build a life with you and live with you. I believe in you, the person you will grow to be, and the couple we will be together. With my whole heart, I take you as my husband, acknowledging and accepting your faults and strengths as you do mine. I promise to be faithful and supportive and to always make our family's love and happiness my priority. I promise to laugh with you, and when you accidentally rip your next pair of pants, I promise to laugh at you. I will dream with you always, celebrate with you, and walk beside you through whatever our lives may bring. You are my person, my love, and my best friend, today and always.
That was so good.
Nailed it.
Wow, that was so good.
Awesome job. Ready?
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you.
That was- wow.
Very proud.
It's a hard one to follow, Keith. I agree.
Yeah, for sure. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Haley, in life, absolute certainty is hard to come by. I'm not certain about much. In fact, it can be hard for me to be certain about what I want to eat, what I want to watch, or whether or not I fed the dogs already. I am absolutely certain about one thing, though, and that's you. I'm certain that you're the love of my life. I'm certain that marrying you is the best decision I've ever made. I'm certain that falling asleep next to you is my favorite part of the day, and waking up next to you is a close second. I'm certain that my friends, my family, and myself are all lucky to have you in our lives. I'm lucky that I get to spend the rest of my life with a woman who understands me more than I understand myself. I'm lucky that I get to spend every day with someone who makes me laugh, laughs at my terrible jokes, and is supportive and encouraging in everything I do. I'm lucky that I get to marry a woman who shares the same values as me and wants the same things out of life. Now I have some promises I'd like to make. I promise to help you navigate the complexities of life, whether good or bad. I promise to support you in your decisions, both big and small. Whether you've decided to build a raised flower bed on a sunny Saturday morning, or you're thinking out loud about our future, I'll be there to support you. I promise to never stop making you laugh. I promise to make you laugh anytime or anywhere, no matter if you're happy or a little grumpy. It doesn't matter if we're eating breakfast, if you're working, or you're doing squats in the basement. I promise to always try to make you laugh. It might not always work, but I'm going to try my best. I promise to get you Tie-Fi to help you through your rough days. I promise to get you Tie-Fi to celebrate your good days. So let's get
Tie-Fi every day.
all the time. I promise to treat you like the wonderful woman you are, with respect, admiration, and unconditional love. I promise to love you through the hard days, through the lazy days, through the busy days, and through the rainy days. I promise to make your happiness a priority in everything I do. And finally, I promise to be the best husband I can be, because you deserve the absolute best.
Awesome.
Surprised that wasn't in there.
Bugs.
Okay, so we're going to do the rings now, folks.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you.
Left hand. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Do you,
Sorry.
do you, Haley, do you take Keith as your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Please place the ring on his finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a constant symbol of my promise
as a constant symbol of my promise
to be with you as long as I live.
to be with you as long as I live. Is that it?
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Keith, do you take Haley as your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Please place the ring on her finger and repeat
Got it.
after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a constant symbol of my promise
as a constant symbol of my promise
to be with you as long as I live.
to be with you as long as I live. Get on there. Here we go.
My knuckles are small.
Yep. Knuckles a little swollen.
There we go.
Got it.
All right. Having pledged your vows to love, honor, and cherish one another, it is my pleasure to pronounce you as husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. As you begin your marriage, here's some words of encouragement. Remember that being a bride and groom is only for a day, but being a husband and wife is forever. Don't forget to say I love you every day, and may life grant you patience, understanding, and most of all, love. Mae West said, "Love conquers all things, except for poverty and a toothache." Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Keith Guyett.
Woo!